So it just really seems like social media is buzzing when it comes to these solar eclipse. And, I had to pause and think to myself, is this a distraction? Is this something that's worth noting? And I think as Christians, it's really important for us to pause and to ask questions and not to just disregard what we're seeing in the news. Jesus says that we're supposed to watch and pray. And so one of the things that kind of really caused me to pause and to really kind of dig into this solar eclipse is to see just how there's a social media buzz surrounding this event. And Pastor, I don't know about you, but I recall the solar eclipse that took place in 2017. I remember I was working, we put on the little sunglasses, we took a look at it, and we went about our day. And for some reason, there are so many events and different things that are taking place surrounding this solar eclipse that I think we should really dig into. One of the things that is happening is we see that there's a lot of cities and states, and even Canada, I read this morning, they're declaring a national emergency. And that's astounding to me that we feel as if we have to declare a state of emergency for a solar eclipse, whereas previously mentioned, right? This is not something that hasn't happened in time past. It just recently happened in 2017. Also, we're seeing that citizens are being told that they need to stock up, whether that's gas, groceries, going to the pharmacy ahead of time. This just seems abnormal, again, for a solar eclipse. Not just that, schools, businesses, they're all closing. Even here in upstate New York, my dear sister in Christ mentioned that she was told that they ought to work remotely if they have that ability to do so. We see that there's warnings of potential cellular outages, and the police, the National Guard is being called in. And to be honest and to be fair, there is going to be a large influx of visitors coming from different areas. And if you're a small town, it can overwhelm the system. But I just want to reiterate the point that we haven't done this in time past. So I'm just wondering what's taking place. And so these are just a few of the things that I have noticed that has caused me to kind of pause and to ask some questions about what's going on.
Right. I agree with that. I agree with that. Yes, I remember where I was. I was
Yeah.
actually here in Georgia doing a meeting that same weekend of August 21st. So why the hype and the extra preparation? Only God knows, and time will tell. And as I've always used this
Mhm.
theme to govern my life, and that is get prepared just in case. If we get prepared spiritually, especially practically and literally, and nothing happens, that's okay. At least we were prepared. But if something sinister, traumatic, catastrophic should transpire and we are found unprepared, we're going to regret.